Hello, I'm Matt Guff from thehouse.com, and this is a 2017 Salomon Huck knife snowboard freestyle deck designed for intermediate to advanced level riders that like being in the park. This is a freestyle deck. It's a great jumper, a great jibber, and you can see riders like Jesse Paul tearing the streets and the parks up with this thing. It's a true twin deck with a centered style stance and a quadratic camber profile. It's a combination of a bunch of different camber style radiuses. There's a mellow camber in between the feet and then more aggressive style camber underneath each foot, basically to the contact points. Overall, set it on flat ground, it's going to have, just a steady, pretty steady arc to it. And then in those contact points, there's rockwood style sections that lift up the contacts, so you'll be a little bit more catch free. Along with that is the freestyle edge bevel. This whole deck has a 2-degree base bevel that lifts up the edge, so you'll be less likely to catch. It's kind of nice too. The feel rating is a 5, right in the middle, not too soft or too stiff. The center of the board is going to feel just a tad softer than the nose and the tail because of the slingshot sidewalls. That's one of them. The other part is a popster booster. The slingshot actually has urethane with that sandwiches a carbon strip, so it gives the board a little bit more pop and then makes the board's ride a little more resonant and absorbs those negative vibrations. And then there's the popster booster. Those are carbon strands that pretty much are kind of like a peace sign without that top stem. It's basically like a V that starts out at the contact points and kind of meets in underneath the insert packs, and then there's one other strip that runs right down the center. That's both on the tail and the nose of the board. That's why I say it's a little bit easier, or it's a little bit stiffer on the nose and tail than it would be in the middle of the board. And I kind of like that. There's a little bit of extra like pop and like kind of aggressiveness on the nose and the tail of the board. The base is centered. It's die cut. And you have to make sure to keep it moisturized by keeping it waxed. That's a way that it's going to be the most fast throughout its lifetime. And then lastly is the Equalizer Rad Sidecut. Now, the Huck knife is kind of interesting because it has basically 3 flat sections of on like kind of a regular side cut or a regular radius. There's a flat zone in between the feet. There's an angled flat zone on the nose, angled flat zone on the tail. They all kind of like fit on one radius. But then there's those transition zones where the radius actually kind of like mellows out. Instead of having like a straight line into straight line, it kind of has a more gradual kind of transition zone. This is a rad board. Jesse Paul tears this thing apart. Super fun, really poppy. It's surprisingly lightweight for all the like kind of crazy stuff that it has in it. This is the Salomon Huck knife, a great board that you can check out at thehouse.com. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel and remember to leave a comment or a question below.